is suffering from utter apathy. Maybe it's the heat. Leo's weathered face broke into an ironic grin.
Having spent a long weekend recently in Southern California, I feel right at home. Don't worry, boss lady. I have no immediate plans to retire, even if I did turn 62 in May. But I'll go back to Santa Maria for my son's wedding later this summer.
Keep saying that, I urged. It helps dispel my fear of Ed Bronsky wanting his old job back. How are we shaping up for ads this week?
Not quite the desired 60-40 split, Leo admitted. But we've got the special 4th of July section coming out this week, which makes up for it. How much copy have you got?
Enough, I said. The insert's front page will be the 1917 photo of the American flag presentation to Alpine for selling the most World War I Liberty bonds per capita of any Washington city or town. There are 2 versions of that picture, but we haven't run either of them for the last 5 years. Our readers never get tired of seeing those shots. Maybe I can use the old-timers as the hook to inspire the locals to get off their duffs and support Fuzzy's government reorganization plan at the polls. Leo nodded.
Shame them into it. It might motivate the merchants to buy more ad space.
He glanced out into the newsroom.
The Duchess has taken off, he went on,
referring to Vida, who insisted she despised his nickname for her, though we all knew better.
Will she ever bounce back after Roger's fall from grace?
She has to, I said. Her gloom can get contagious. Mitch already suffers from that problem.
Our star reporter's been better since his wife's emotional state stabilized,
Leo noted. The previous December, Mitch and Brenda Lasky's son, Troy, had made his second failed escape from the Monroe Correctional Complex, some 35 miles west of Alpine.
Oddly enough, I've never heard Mitch and Vida compare notes about their jailbird offspring.
She's too embarrassed, I said. I don't know if Vida's visited Roger since he was sent to the Shelton facility. It's a 350-mile round trip from here. Leo shrugged.
Just as well. Thank God my kids managed to avoid serious trouble, despite my bouts with the bottle and getting fired.
You turned your life around, I asserted. I'll admit, when I first hired you, I had my doubts, but you did it.
Thanks in large part to you.
Leo glanced over his shoulder.
Here's Mitch now. Maybe he's got some hot news from the sheriff's office. Later, babe.
My ad manager ambled out to greet my reporter. Apparently, there were no headlines from Sheriff Dodge's crew. The last I'd seen of the sheriff was the back of him going out the side door of our house, carrying the garbage and cussing a lot. That was over 2 hours ago. It was just as well that he and I didn't talk much in the morning. Neither of us was very sociable before we consumed large amounts of caffeine. Maybe that's why our marriage had lasted for over 4 months. By 10:30, I'd made inroads on my weekly editorial. So far, I'd praised the grit, pride, and patriotism of Alpine's early residents. Now I had to rally their modern-day counterparts. That task wasn't easy. I decided I needed more coffee. I left to seek a refill in the empty newsroom. All that remained from the upper-crust bakery run made by my backshop manager, Kip McDuff, was a bran muffin and a powdered sugar donut. I snatched up the latter and was biting into it when Vida entered, pushing her great-grandson, Dippy, in what looked like a stroller out of Star Wars. To my relief, Vida was smiling. Amy has an emergency dental appointment, she said, referring to the youngest of her daughters, and the mother of Roger. Short notice, of course, to get a babysitter. I told her I'd be delighted to bring Dippy to work with me. Look, see how happy he is. So many teeth now that he's 2.5. Such a big boy. She bent down and clucked her tongue at him. What word did Great Grams teach you today, Dippy? Fool, Dippy said. His watchful eyes, which were remarkably like Vida's, darted around the newsroom. Old fool. Mud Dodd is old fool. Maud Dodd, Vida corrected gently, beaming all the while. But you mustn't say that to other people. Dippy turned belligerent. You do. That's different, Vida argued, the toothy smiles.